Howdy there, I'm that indie games guy, and if you're here, then you're exactly like me. You love indie games and want to know what games will be coming out in the future. Or if you're watching this from the future, games that have already been released. This video, I'll explore a whole list of indie games that are set to be released shortly. These could be games you've already wishlisted, or unknown gems. Let me know in the comments below if you like the look of any of these games, and let the video commence. Starting us off this week, we have a dark fantasy platformer that's all about listening to the narrative as you make your way through the strange land. This is Saviorless, set within a world with unknown lands, the strangest of all being the Smiling Islands, where anyone who reaches the land can become a saviour. This world is dark but beautiful. The game has been hand-drawn and animated, which will give your character and the people or strange beings that you bump into life. Saviorless has 3 playable characters, each with different stories and unique abilities that will test them and push them in ways that they've never known. Saviorless will be a hard platformer that won't allow for failure. The narrator appears to be trying to keep you from the promised lands. Will you be able to overcome the tricky narrative being put in front of you? Or will you become the next victim who aimed for the stars but fell short at the end? Building a house isn't easy, but imagine having to build a city. Now that seems a little out of my depth, but if asked, I'll try my hardest. I mean, I've tried multiple times in City Skyline, all failed, but practice makes perfect. So with Life and Land, a new city building simulator, you'll need to lead your group of settlers through a difficult period of battling with nature and other factions to ensure you can keep your group alive. Of Life and Land will have you starting from nothing and hoping to build your settlement from the corner of nature, where the bigger you become, the more you might be in danger. Will you share your little corner of heaven with nature and wildlife? Or will you aim to destroy everything around you to make as much profit as possible? The land will change over time. Seasons will come and go, leaving new challenges every single time. Hopefully you had prepared for them, because if not, you might find yourself with fewer people than when you started. The game will be releasing into early access, being released with the main aspects of the game, but many more will be coming in the future. It's one of those games that won't just be a pick up and play through once. I mean, I can see myself coming back to this game over the next few months or the next year to see how things have changed and to keep starting again with the new add-ons. Oh, this takes me back. I feel like this is the kind of game that you'd get on Miniclip, a true flash game to play in computers or IT at high school. This is Quit Today, a side-scroller action roguelike that's all about telling the man where to stick it as you need to stand up for yourself in the office from hell. You arrive at work one morning, all of your colleagues believe that you're about to quit and now see you as a traitor. Armed with nothing but your briefcase, you'll need to fight through legions of mindless drones who are there to stop you from finding out the truth. Head to the top in typical roguelike fashion, as new weapons, buffs and abilities will be offered to you along the way. Quit Today is all about defying the big companies and standing for yourself. This 9 to 5 just got a whole lot more exciting, knowing that you'll be fighting your way out of the office today. I've been watching this game for a while now. I've covered it slightly in games to look forward to in 2024, and early April we finally get to play this beauty. This is Sons of Valhalla, an action roguelike that infuses base building strategy into all-out action wars. You'll play as a warrior, hell-bent on tracking down a Jarl who burnt down your home, stole your love and fled the country. Meaning it's time to get serious, head over to England, and the path will once again be full of red once you've started this bloody revenge journey. As you travel from place to place, town to town, you'll have options on what to do. This will be crucial to your cause, as with each town that you take under your cape, you'll be provided resources, better training for your troops, and become known as strongholds held by a fearless warrior. The Jarl is already shaking in his boots, I can just feel it. You don't always have to claim the villages or towns that you attack. You can ransack them and leave them kicked down in the mud after stealing all of the resources. It's not the nicest, but this journey isn't about being nice. Sons of Valhalla will unleash a demon soon upon England. No one will be able to stand in your way as you search for the love of your life. The game is stunning with beautiful pixel graphics that will make you want to explore each and every location to truly be able to appreciate how amazing this game is. I can't wait to get out on the battlefield and strike down all those who oppose me. It's another month, and that means we have ourselves another fantastic looking Metrovania that'll get us by until Silksong. I'm sure one month I'll finally be able to cover it, but for now, this video for April, we have Sheba, A New Dawn, an action-adventure Metrovania that will lead you on a journey of self-discovery and hopefully save the world in the process of figuring out who you really are. The map is full of strange and magical creatures that will have you questioning what you're even looking at, as humans and Jinn have been battling for years over land that you'll be travelling through. Defeat massive beasts that defy all explanation and discover secrets that have been long forgotten by the world. Sheba, A New Dawn doesn't really bring anything new to a Metrovania format, but that's completely fine by me. I enjoy a good Metrovania when the story grips me and drags me along for the ride. When we get a new genre or a new take on a game, I always get really excited. It keeps games fresh as new developers step up and prove that new ideas can still come to the table. And with Children of the Sun, we have a game that should blow up. This is one of those games that I can already see doing really well. But what is it? Children of the Sun is an action strategy game that's all about one bullet, one sole bullet you let fly, and then you have control of it in the air, all wanted style, to take down all the enemies in front of you. The game is similar to when you get the slow-mo in Sniper Elite. The bullet slows down, and once it hits someone, you basically get to fire the bullet again at someone new. The game sold me when I played the demo at Steam Next Fest. The art style is unique, and the game has this really grungy dark setting that just adds more to the flavour. Children of the Sun is all about strategy. Line up and take the shot over and over to smash down all obstacles in front of you. It's a day one game for me, and I hope to see some of you on the battlefield soon. I originally covered this game in Steam Next Fest, and here we have another gem that will be released in April for us all to enjoy. I completely didn't even realise this when I was looking at it last time, but this is set within the world of a cult hit film of the same name. This is Turbo Kid, a post-apocalyptic Metrovania that's all about shooting your Mega Man-like arm gun and pulling off some sick tricks on your BMX as you go biking around the wastelands on a quest that's not only about surviving, but trying to thrive in this barren expanse. The game is set right after the film ends, and what I find amazing is the filmmakers have actually had a say in the story of this game. It's basically a sequel, but now in a different format. An awesome Metrovania format that will see you biking around different areas of the wastelands, defeating bosses as you 360 photon blast them. The story will allow you to take different paths, meaning that you'll be able to play through this game multiple times and have different endings. It's all about deciding which choice you want to make. Turbo Kid is the Power Rangers Tony Hawk's-esque game we never knew we needed. And now, I can't wait to see how adding a bike to a Metrovania will hopefully change how movement works in these games going forward. Saving the world is normally a given in most RPGs. You get told that you're the chosen one, and you must give everything to ensure the rest of the world can live peacefully. It's a tale as old as time, but one that many, like me, love. It's so satisfying when you defeat the big evil at the end, and that's what the next game is all about. This is Dream Tactics, a card-based strategy RPG, where you'll need to assemble a formidable team to help you take down the Dream Eater using your battle deck. Combat is a little different to your typical turn-based RPG. Each character within your team will have unique cards that they can use. Each turn, you'll be able to play multiple cards to try and pull off some amazing combos that even the pros in TCG games would be proud of. This is all about balance. You'll need to ensure your team has a great mix so you don't go down in battle. Only have a team of glass cannons? Well, I'm sure you'll find yourself having to look over everything and reevaluate your dream life choices. Dream Tactics will be a dream come true for a lot of fans of card-based battlers and RPGs. This is the perfect mix of both of them. and I can't wait to jump into the world and experience all of this. I know for a fact I'll be the one trying to min-max their way through this game, just you watch. Did anyone ask for another Metrovania? As luckily I have another one for you. This time you'll be playing as a king who has been asleep for a very long time. After you've awakened, you realise your once loved and cherished kingdom has fallen into ruin, and you'll need to set out on a royal adventure to take back your lands and rid the world of darkness. This is Kingsgrave, and without you, the kingdom will slowly succumb to more madness and become unable to be fixed. Inspired by classic Zelda games, and considering that you awake from a long sleep to a broken kingdom, it seems they've taken some inspiration from maybe the newer Zelda games as well. You'll see how you'll be able to reach certain locations or complete puzzles once you have the correct gear, collect new equipment from quests and dungeons to finally get all the secrets waiting for you. You'll need to help out in different locations. This can be from small villages and towns, or even lost folks who have nowhere to go. You can help them rebuild homes, defences, and give them a purpose in life once more. Kingsgrave absolutely looks amazing. This will be a journey to right a wronged kingdom, and hopefully get things back to how they once were. The puzzles seem straight out of classics, which I love, the combat seems fun, and overall it looks like a game definitely worth playing. Ever wanted to travel the ocean floor and explore all it has to offer? Well, this game I first clocked in an Iron Pineapple video, and I thought it looked amazing from the demo. Now we have the full release. This is another Crab's Treasure, a Souls-like adventure that is all about shells. That's right, this little crab's shell has been repossessed, and your journey is all about getting it back, as you're nothing without your movable home. Krill the hermit crab is shellless, but that doesn't mean that he can't use the rubbish in the ocean to help on this journey. You'll be able to pick up random items of litter to use as your shell. This will determine how much health you have in this Souls-like game. If your shell gets destroyed, you better hope you have a spare can or little crisp packet lying around as a backup. I think this is an awesome feature. Trash becomes your treasure, as without it, you're nothing but a nude crab. Another Crab's Treasure will be an exciting look into how the Souls-like genre has changed over the past few years. It's not all about harsh environments and monsters that want to eat your soul. It can be a lot more colourful and warming, but still a Souls-like deep down, so that means you will die to the bosses multiple times. Best of luck out there. Building a town or city takes a lot of time and dedication. You need to think about where everything is going to be placed and how it will benefit the other buildings that you have already put down, so in Manor Lords, it will be down to you to build a successful settlement that will be able to survive whatever the world could throw at you. This is a medieval city builder, where you'll need to survive the coldest of winters, the climax of battle, and ensure your town has enough money to get through to the next month. The city builder seems really fun. It's basically grid free, so you don't have to place it in only a set amount of tiles. You can build anywhere that you see fit. This is your land after all, so you'll want to make sure that it benefits you and the people who are all living here. It's like a lot of new city builders, but less industrial. Combat is straight out of the Total War games as well. You'll need to manage your troops on the battlefield to ensure as many come home as possible. War is expensive, and if you lose on the field, you might find yourself losing in the financial battle as well. Manor Lords will be the full medieval experience. This isn't going to be a walk in the park, unless you build a park, and then I guess you could, but this game will put you through your paces. You'll need to always be 5 steps ahead to ensure your little town can thrive and survive. And now we move on to the final edition of games being released in April. This is Echoes of the Plum Grove, a farming life simulator that's all about a relaxing world where you'll need to build a loving community that will hopefully be able to survive for generations. After washing up on the shore of Honeywood, you'll be given a nice plot of land to call your own. Build a new farm that will stay in your family, head out to the village to build relationships with everyone, and hopefully find yourself a partner, and ensure you do everything you can to keep your family safe. Not everyone in Honeywood is nice. You might find yourself making enemies if someone doesn't agree with what you do. Echoes of the Plum Grove will be the perfect addition to your cozy collection. Being able to raise a family for generations building your forever home, and exploring to see if the land of Honeywood has any secrets for you. That's all the games I'll be covering for this list. April has so many more games to be excited about, so let me know in the comments if you know of any more, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Bye bye!